an episode, and I've certainly lost lots of episodes. Geez. I'm a real podcaster.
I love Matt's given me this Zoom recorder, and the great thing is, because I need something that's idiot-proof, every time you press record, it starts a new file.
Oh, great.
So you can't accidentally
lose all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. All right, I'm going to kick this off. You ready?
Go.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Confessions. Everyone wants to confess. Not everyone wants to hear them. I sound like I'm selling a property.
Yes.
Today, I'm joined by comedy legend Tony Martin. Welcome.
Oh, thank you. I'm on camera as well.
You are on camera as well, and it's raining today, and it's just a mess outside.
And your dog, Diggs, is lurking around. Could well appear on the video version of this.
He could absolutely.
At any moment.
And I did tell you before that he's been stoned for a few days, so he's a little bit more docile than usual.
Is that going to be one of the confessions?
It's not. No, it will be one day, I imagine, when I finally confess my own on Reddit. That'll be the big twist on this podcast. Now, Tony Martin, you've been travelling doing something a little bit different than usual recently. So everyone knows you as a comedian, a writer, a broadcaster. But now you have done something completely different, and you are in a band.
I was sort of in a band for 9 years. Damien Cowell's Disco Machine.
Which is amazing.
Well, that's an 8-piece band, so I was just one cog in the machine.
Sure.
And
love to refer to yourself as a cog. That'll be my next introduction. And cog, Tony Martin.
Well-known cog, but the thing about being in an 8-piece band that's very loud.
Yes.
If you fuck something up, no one notices.
Sure.
Because you're just one of 8 people.
Yeah.
But
you're a
now,
cog.
but now Damien's got it down to a 2-piece band, just me and him. We're called Arseless Chaps, and it's like I don't know, it depends how old you are, Soft Cell or the Pet Shop Boys. Just think of a 2-man band where one person's doing most of the work. I'm the other one. I'm the Andrew Ridgeley of the group.
Great. What a reference.
There's Neil Tennant in the Pet Shop Boys. This is the other bloke up the back. I'm the other bloke. So Damien's doing most of the peddling. But, if I cock something up, there's nowhere to hide in a 2-piece band.
I always love that in, I think it was, what's the band called? The Dr. Hook. Dr. Hook. And there was the
R.I.P. I think not the lead singer, but someone else. There was a bloke with an eye patch.
That's what the guy I like the most, the guy with the eye patch.
I think
always
he's still
had
with
maracas.
Us. Oh, but he might be gone. I don't know.
No.
We need to get your Wikipedia out.
He had a car crash. That's how he lost the eye. Because I always thought it was just an aesthetic that he went for. And an eye patch is a pretty bold aesthetic to go for. I think I wanted to always have like a monocle for no reason at all. Just a monocle or just a pipe that's never lit.
Well, eye patch, there were a lot of film directors with eye patches.
Really?
In the last century, early days, there was Fritz Lang who made Metropolis.
Yes.
I think John Ford had an eye patch.
Is that so that they could see through the lens a bit better because they only had one very active eye?
Maybe. Here's a good one. Andre de Toth.
Yes.
Who directed the most famous 3D film of all time, House of Wax with Vincent Price. Only had one eye.
Really?
He had an eye patch.
What was the point? Was it just to upset himself
never
in
saw
3D?
But never saw the film in 3D. Was never able to see his own work.
Oh, that's amazing. His magnum opus. But so, eye patch is an interesting one. But he was overactive and he made use of his hands with the maracas.
Yeah, right.
And there's something very funny about, I think one band had a triangle player that would just come out and just hit the triangle every now and again. And I think if they're as well paid as the rest of them, that's a pretty good gig.
Well, see, the problem with the Disco Machine is it was 7 amazing musicians.
Oh, it's an incredible show.
And then me, just stupid dancing vocals.
Yeah.
And occasionally, just out of sympathy, they give me a tambourine.
Yeah.
And I'd just very tentatively be playing the tambourine. And then I'd look over and 2 of them would be looking at me like, I don't think that's in time.
It's not at the right time.
Just put it down. Get back to the stupid dancing. But in this one, I've got so much to do.
Yeah. So how did this come about? Because you've been doing the big shows for a while. Like every year you do quite a few shows of Disco Machine.
Well, the thing is, Damien is in, I'm never allowed to say what band it is, but we know what band it is. They've just done 3 or 2 or several nights at the Sydney Opera House. That sells out in 6 hours. Whereas they're
hidden away, is all I'll say.
The Disco Machine, we will generally we'll go to Brisbane, we'll play to 120 people.
Sure.
So it gets to the point where it's just too expensive to tour 8 people.
Of course,
around the country. So, we can do Melbourne shows. But so Damien streamlined the whole thing. It's got it down to just me and him, a couple of synthesizers, and a very big coat for me to wear. The coat is doing a lot of the work.
A lot of the heavy lifting.
That's right.
But so when you're doing a show, because you've been done stand-up for so long, you've got to work a stagecraft. You've got to have something, about yourself that you look comfortable on stage. You've got to look confident on stage.
Yes.
How was it for you to be in a band to know what you're doing on stage the whole time?
Well, there's two parts to it. Firstly, we
only have time for one.
Well, I used to constantly make fun of comedians who tried to take themselves seriously doing music. So when I was in the disco machine, for the first 2 years, I just wore a giant cat costume because I thought you can't look like you're trying to take yourself.
What's going on.
And then I was dressed like the band's drug dealer for the rest of the run. And in disco, in this one, firstly, we're called Arseless Chaps, so it's hard. We're clearly not taking ourselves seriously. No. But at the same time, Damien it's not a comedy band.
Yes. Because he writes great music as well.
Yeah, it's music first. So
no offense to Tripod.
I always think of there's two sides of a fence. On one side, you've got Weird Al Yankovic, the Scared Weird Little Guys, Tripod, me.
Yep.
And then on the other side, you've got Tism, you've got Randy Newman.
Yes.
You've got Sparks, bands who use humour but who are not comedy.
Yes.
And so I have to make sure I stay on Damien's side of the fence. So I can't be too jokey.
Yeah.
Or suddenly he looks like Weird Al. So my job is to stop him from crossing over to the other side of the fence. It's a hard thing to describe. Yeah. So I just play the whole thing really deadpan. I don't make any stupid jokes during the show, but the lyrics are quite humorous.
Yeah, because he always is kind of humorous in the way that he, Come On Waleed is a song of his. He's got some great songs. So when you do that, though, because you did it during the Adelaide Fringe Festival, do you have lots of comedy people? I mean, it's a Fringe Festival. It can be any sort of show. Do you have lots of people coming expecting a different show, or do you find that people don't really know what to expect?
Generally, we play band venues.
Yeah.
Because it's generally fans of his other band who are coming.
Sure. That we cannot name.
Or music fans. But that was the first time we've played a comedy room, the Rhino Room, with a sit-down audience, and it's so fucking loud, the show. Like, we were noticing, in 30 seconds of the first song, people are getting up and going, oh, my God, are they leaving already? And they're just going 4 rows back.
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah, I think with that, people didn't know what to expect. Yeah. And there is a lot of laughs in it, but we're never playing it like it's comedy. Really.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, for example, we do a song where we take 15 Tism songs and 15 Kylie Minogue songs and meld them into one song, like a mega mix of all of them.
Yep.
Which happened because Damien noticed that basically the tune of Can't Get You Out of My Head is the same tune as What Are Ya?
Right.
What are ya? Na, 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 na.
It's a great track.
And so he melded them together and then just expanded that idea outwards. So it's a humorous idea, but it's not quite a comedy song.
Yeah.
So we're walking a very fine line. But in Adelaide, it was interesting because there was a band in town. What are they called? The Grats?
Oh, the Grats, yeah.
Which is all comedians.
Yes.
It was, and they came along one night.
Gatesy, Tom Gleeson, there's Andrew Hansen, there's Rusty Bertha.
Yeah, and they are
Sammy
all
J.
super talented musicians who are comedians.
Yeah.
And so I could see them at the back, arms folded, going, right, Tony Martin shouldn't be doing this. He doesn't belong in this gang.
What's he doing up there? One of these does not belong.
So that was an interesting kind of vibe.
Of course, but it's so different from what you usually do. Are there any more dates that you're doing? Because I imagine the shows will be quite exhausting themselves. If it's a 2-hour show.
That's right. The problem is Damien's other band are back on tour, so he's doing work with them. Yeah, he's otherwise occupied, but he's already working on. Maybe this is an exclusive. He's already because we had our album come out last year.
Yeah.
And he's not content to just put one album out. There were 3 different versions. If you got the vinyl, the CD, or the download, they're all different.
Really?
Yeah, there's different tracks.
Yeah.
And so he's now talking about us recording our 2nd and 3rd album at the same time. So there's going to have to be a lot of...
over the top of each other.
That's right. Maybe they'll be played simultaneously and I don't know. But yeah, so that's going to require a lot of man hours. So
I can imagine.
I'm looking at his tour for his current band. I'm going, when that's over, I'm going to be very busy.
Did you expect to be in a band in your life? No.
No, it's just because I started in the disco machine when I was 50.
Yeah, right.
And suddenly I'm dancing around like a fucking idiot at Queenscliff Festival.
Yeah.
No, that's not something I imagined I'd be doing in my 50s. Now I'm in my 60s. It's ridiculous.
I saw you a couple of times at the Northcote Social Club, and it was just such a fun vibe because it just does not stop. And I think sometimes with comedy, that's such a... When you have so much going on, I kind of like the idea of doing comedy with like just a piano under it. Like, you know, someone that... Because that's really... It just adds more to the actual show.
Well, if you think of music that's funny, I will think of Lionel Woodley with a single strumming guitar.
Or Tim Minchin.
With a single piano. But this is like full-on electronic dance music.
Yeah.
And it's really good music.
Really good, yeah.
So if you were listening... and you didn't speak English, you would think, oh, this is some kind of EDF band. And then, oh, what are they singing about? Full of shit and getting away with it, which is our closer at the moment. So,
Look at you in a band.
It's very odd. But, like I say, he is doing... 80% of the work.
He's the fur coat that I heard of before, doing a lot of heavy lifting apparently as well.
Damien's doing 80% of the work. The coat's doing another 5. I'm doing 15.
15. But it's what a 15 it is, a solid 15. But also Sizzletown, so your podcast.
Yes.
That, and as we were saying before, like when you came in, we were talking about this is just a sit down and chat podcast.
That's right.
Your podcast is, because you've been doing it for 10 years, haven't you?
This is our 9th year.
9th year, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll round it up to 10 for you.
Yeah, well, there was one year, we did one before that called Childproof that you were in.
Yeah, I was in. I played Ernie Dingo.
That's right. That's right. It was not offensive.
It was not offensive at all. We have to state that. But so for Sizzletown, the show is so comprehensive in the way that you do it. You're recording audio, so it's a chat show where you play all of the callers as well.
Yeah, and it's improvised and then edited down. So I think most people would listen to it and think, oh, it's scripted. But in fact, it's like I will record one call for half an hour.
Yeah.
And then cut it down to just the 4 good minutes.
Yep.
And so the end result is something that feels like that hopefully has the same number of jokes as a scripted one, but has the messiness of improvisation and because it's a talkback show, so you don't want people to sound too slick. You want it to sound like this, like what I'm doing now. The words kind of coming out wrong and crashing into each other.
Yeah. Did you try and script it first?
No, because Matt and I had worked on a radio show called Get This, and what had happened was I had done a bunch of sketches where I just went home with a tape recorder and improvised, and then we cut them down. Wow. And they are by far the most popular sketches we ever did. There's one called Grant's Spatchcock Gourmet Pizza that someone's turned into a little animated film. Mm-hmm. There's one called Tony Soprano is Superman. There was a series where Peter Costello, don't know if you remember who he was. He claimed Kevin Rudd was a serial killer. And they were all improvised, and they had a different tone to most radio comedy, and indeed radio drama. To me, I can hear people reading a script.
Yes.
Because if you're going to do a radio play, why would you learn your lines?
Yeah, exactly.
So you can.
I didn't for yours.
Well, that's it. We weren't. We didn't memorize them. So if you can hear the greatest actors in the world on BBC radio drama, and I can hear them reading.
Yes,
even when they're giving a good performance. And one of the exceptions to that rule is, I don't know if you've ever heard.
Ernie Dingo. Thank you.
You as Ernie Dingo. That was a wild swing. We should explain.
Yeah.
The idea was that you were going to record. Ernie Dingo couldn't be there the night we were recording it.
Yes.
So
I stepped in.
You did his lines.
Yep.
And then the idea was at some later date we would ask him to record them and we'd dub them in.
Yes.
But the problem was because we'd recorded it, and you didn't do an impression of Ernie Dingo.
Oh God, no. I had to state that as well.
You just did it in your own voice.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
It was bizarre.
Yep.
For the audience on the night. But you got such big laughs that we couldn't drop someone else's voice in because the laughs
was recorded live.
So the laughs were going over the lines.
Yeah,
they weren't separate. So we're going, well, we're either stuck with using Sam's ones, or we just have to scrap it. So we went, it's a weird idea.
Yeah,
let's just leave Sam as Ernie Dingo. And it won an award. That was the episode that we submitted to the Australian Podcast Awards, and it won Best Comedy Podcast of the Year.
And it said starring Ernie Dingo as himself.
That's right.
Because I was so convincing.
That's right. But so I just became obsessed with it's the Spinal Tap technique, basically.
Yeah.
Things sound real if you improvise them. But It's a two-part equation because you do all this improv and you can go for 10 minutes and you'll have 10 good seconds.
Oh, yeah.
The key to it is the editing afterwards. So we spend way more time editing than recording.
Well, I made an improvised comedy film, as you know, because you were in it, and I showed you every edit of it.
Oh my God, and so many.
When that sounds like a great plug.
No, but there were
so many.
That's what you have to do.
Oh, but when it first started, I remember it was 3 hours. The first cut was 3 hours, and then it became, and I wanted to get it down to 90 minutes.
Right.
And oh my God, some of the killing your darlings thing, when it's like when you've got so much to work with, and then you get really kind of married to one bit.
Yeah.
And you go, I did my vowels and everything for this one bit. But I got really into some jokes.
Yeah, yeah.
And then after a while you go, I'm going to have to cut that in the next edit. I'm going to have to cut that in the next edit. But it's so hard because the improv way makes everything a bit funnier because people are pausing in places that they might not.
No.
They're reacting to something in real time.
And they're just coming out with things they would never have come out with otherwise.
Yeah.
But also, Spinal Tap is, to me, for this technique.
Yes.
And there's a fantastic Blu-ray you can get, sorry to mention the Criterion collection, but they've done a beautiful 4K.
Right.
And it's got so many great extras on it, and it's got a commentary by the late Rob Reiner. And when you listen to that, you realise how much work has gone into that film. It's only 82 minutes or something.
Yeah.
But they spent like a year and a half editing it, and there were so many arguments about how many songs should be in it, how long the song should be.
Yeah.
And the genius of that film is the editing of that film. Like the way it's been shaved down further and further, and like they have a year and a half sounds like a long time to edit a film.
Yeah.
But they had like 40 hours or something and had to get it down to that. And on the Blu-ray, they'll have a 10-minute broken take of something, and it's mostly just rubbish.
Yes, absolute rubbish.
But when you get to a good
funny.
bit, like when he's showing his famous guitar collection, that's 40 of the most boring minutes you've ever seen in your life.
Wow.
But the 3 minutes of it you see in the movie is the hilarious bit.
Yeah.
But you couldn't get to the funny bits without the boring bits because he's taking it so seriously. So he'll talk seriously about one guitar and talk seriously about another, and then he'll get to this one that you can't touch. No, don't touch it. And the way he's playing that is so much more serious and real than if he'd just gone straight into that.
Of course.
Because it's in the middle of a bit of him just being boring.
Yeah.
So it sounds like I'm insulting the film.
No.
But that's the process they do.
Yeah. How long is an episode of Sizzletown if it's not cut down?
Well, it's hard to say because it's all recorded in pieces, but the calls can go a minute to 9 minutes, but each one of them would record for probably at least 20 minutes, sometimes 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And if you could hear the
stuff you cut out.
Oh, my God, it's so unfunny.
Matt Dower's got those tapes.
Well, that poor Matt has to... I make it so that he doesn't have to sift through it. I sift through it all.
Right.
And I go to 4 minutes 20, and then at 4 minutes 45, jump to 8 minutes 20.
Right.
And then I record all the straight man version of me. Mm-hmm. I record that in one long chunk. It's like a clothesline.
Oh, wow.
So it's literally just this. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. No, sorry, you go. Yeah, right. So why would you... No, but okay, let's start again. And it's just like that.
I recorded that if Matt needs that at all.
Could drop... Well,
drop it in here.
He'll sometimes send me an email and he'll go, can you just give me, why would you say that? Wow. And then he'll drop that line in to cover it and edit.
Yes, okay.
So he lays that one down of me doing that, and then that's the clothesline, and then he hangs all the good bits of the caller onto it.
Yes.
And that's how we put it together. It's an insane process.
Yeah, and an insane thing to take on as well. And you've been doing it for 9 years.
It takes so long. Every time I have to record the host bit, I have to set up this makeshift booth in my house, which takes about 10 minutes to set up.
Yep.
And sometimes I'll have to set it up just to record. Yeah, right, okay. That. So I'm setting up this booth for 10 minutes, get in there, wait till there's no planes overhead, wait till the guy up the road stops lawn mowing,
and
then, right, okay, dismantle the booth, find the file, upload to Dropbox, send. It's a ludicrously slow process.
You need to bring in that fur coat that you've been working with Arseless Chaps.
Maybe the coat would help things.
Well, good for sound as well, I imagine. Now, Tony Martin, always on this podcast, I bring the worst people to the surface.
Let's hear them.
From reddit.com, and these people have risen to the top of the cesspool that is reddit.com. Now, we have the first confession today that comes from gorgeous Meredith.
Gorgeous Meredith.
Meredith confesses.
Is this a man or a woman?
This is a woman. This is Meredith.
Yes.
My name is Meredith, and I need to confess because what started as a harmless wine-based fib has become a full celebrity situation.
Oh, right.
A wine-based fib. I've told many of those in my time.
I've done a few of them.
A few years ago, our street had one of those neighbourhood drinks where everyone brings cheese that sweats in the sun and pretends to enjoy olives.
I've never done one of those.
I've never done that. No. I'm not leaving cheese out in the sun. Famously doesn't really work.
No.
I'd honestly too much Sauvignon Blanc.
All right.
Dangerous beverage for a woman with stories.
Yes, very true.
For a woman with stories or anyone with stories. Anyone of the neighbours said, I look a bit like Nicole Kidman.
Oh.
Which is already medically insane because I'm a 5'2" woman and shaped like cannoli. But hard to imagine, isn't it, really?
That's not saying Nicole Kidman.
No, not at all. But instead of saying thank you like a normal person, I laughed and said, well, we are related.
Oh, no.
That's a big Sauvignon Blanc lie as well.
Because there's Antonia Kidman as a sister, sort of looks a bit like Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
Neither of them resemble cannoli.
No, that's right. I've never seen a cannoli Kidman. I meant it as a joke adjacent comment. Like silly, playful. Joke adjacent is fun as well.
Yeah.
But then they all went quiet in that interested way. I panicked and kept going. I said Nicole was technically my second cousin through my father's side, but Hollywood changed her. Brutal to go in with that kind of comment really early on.
So second cousin through your father's side. So there's enough distance there for the appearance to not be
that visible. Like you can look a bit cannoli-esque.
You can look slightly cannoli.
I don't even... Slightly cannoli is a great name for a song. Tell Damien.
I will.
I don't even know what that means. So Hollywood changed it. She doesn't know what that means. Yeah. I think I was trying to sound wonderful. Oh, sorry. I think she means wounded, but respectful. Right. I was trying to sound wonderful.
I do sound wonderful.
Now, the entire street believes I'm part of some kind of Australian acting dynasty.
Right.
At first, it was manageable. People just asked things like, what's she really like?
Yes.
I don't think you really have to answer that after you said, well, Hollywood changed her.
No, exactly. And also, she's enough of a blank slate that you could kind of say
anything.
Yeah.
And she'll do anything as well.
Yeah.
You could say she's doing 7 films this week and you go, absolutely.
It's true.
And I'd say a vague rubbish like, very private, loves a candle. Just giving a little bit away.
Yeah, that's quite good.
But it escalated dramatically. One woman from 3 houses down gave me a DVD of Moulin Rouge to pass on to Nick.
What, because she didn't have it? Or...
I think it's to sign.
Oh, to sign, right.
I think that makes more sense than going, she might not have a copy of that. I don't want it anymore. I was about to throw it out. Give it to Nick. Tell us about to throw it out. Meredith doesn't catch up with Nicole. Oh, she's referring to herself.
Yes, Oh, okay.
Third person there. Yeah. Meredith microwaves fish at work and got locked in a Priceline once. Okay, so this is a sentence. Meredith doesn't catch up with Nicole. Meredith microwaves fish at work and got locked in a Priceline once. So she's like, Meredith, this isn't Meredith's life.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, I must say Meredith's actual life sounds more interesting than the lie. Yeah. She got locked in a Priceline.
And also microwaves fish in the office with a gay abandon. Now children on the street wave at me differently. Right. Like I've seen fame.
Yes.
One boy asked if Keith Urban smells good. I said earthy because he looks dirty.
It's not a question I would have asked as a child.
Not at all. What is the one thing?
Does Keith Urban smell good?
What does he smell like? The worst part is I've started accidentally building lore around it. I told someone Nicole stopped speaking to our side of the family after the incident at Byron.
Okay.
And now people are too scared to ask follow-up questions about the incident at Byron.
That's quite a good thing she's done there.
I really like that, actually.
Yeah.
But yesterday, my neighbour, Sandra, knocked on my door holding 6 glossy photos of Nicole Kidman. She printed herself.
and wanting them signed?
Yeah.
So has she? You could access the real Nicole Kidman's autograph.
I'm sure you could easily.
And then you could practice.
You could practice the Nicole signature.
Yeah.
I imagine she's wanting them signed, not just going, give them to Nicole. Yeah. No one's throwing them out.
She might need them.
Heaps of Nicole merch. I could get them signed before Christmas. 6. One of them was just a screenshot from Paddington. I didn't know what to do. I said, Nicole's in London at the moment, working through some things. Just projects.
Great generic phrases.
Sandra she likes candles and she's working through some things.
Yeah, good.
Sandra got emotional and said, fame must be lonely.
Yeah.
She's crying at her doorstep with glossy photos.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. She's not talking to our side of the family anymore.
They weren't glossy photos, they were tears.
Yes.
I'm in too deep now. I've spent $42 on a silver marker pen and have been practicing Nicole's signature.
Yeah,
there you go, TM. Right. You nailed it.
Yeah.
On the back of electricity bills. Unfortunately, it keeps looking like Noodle Napkin, not Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
Noodle Napkin.
Right, yeah. See, in a Netflix series, this lie would be exposed because one of the neighbours would see in the bin.
Oh, a noodle napkin.
The practice signatures.
Oh, yeah, I like
That's
that.
how it would all come apart. Yeah.
I really like that. Yeah. Well, I'll ask you to cast one of these at the end. So let's see if, the person I'm already thinking is the person who exposes her is Margot Martindale.
Oh, yeah, she's great.
Yeah, always. I love that face. I love that confused and horrified face at the same time.
Yeah, she's tough.
My husband says I need to tell the truth, but honestly, these people finally respect me. Last week, someone let me merge in traffic. That never happened before, Nicole.
Hang on, so one of her neighbours.
It must have been.
So word's gotten round the whole town.
The whole town. Everyone knows about it.
Wow.
It might be a small country town, I'm assuming, in this situation.
Hang on, no, this is the woman who knows Nicole Kidman. I'll just let her
vaguely related. She told us she likes candles.
Wow.
What do you do in a situation like this, Tim? Have you ever known someone to tell a lie like this?
No,
like when I told you I was related to Kevin Costner?
I have the opposite problem in that I have things that have happened to me that people think I'm making up.
Oh, okay.
I was on Sean McAuliffe's Eve of Destruction. I told the story. I don't think I told it. I told it once before in the Qantas In-Flight magazine. I wanted you to sign a copy for it. I'll strung it out anyway. I've got about 200 copies. I told the story of how I was Spike Milligan's chauffeur when I was 18 years old.
He was visiting New Zealand.
He was working. I was working at an ad agency, and we brought him out to do some TV ads.
Wow!
And I've had people go, "Well, that didn't really happen," and it did happen.
People are going, "That's no bullshit."
And there was I worked with a guy. I didn't work with him. He lived in the flats behind us in Hamilton, who got a job at Universal Studios, and one of his jobs was he had to drive across town with the master negative of Jaws 3D, another 3D film. This is back in 1983, and I wrote about this guy in a book, and no one believes that.
Really?
So I have the opposite problem in that I have actual stories that no one believes. But this woman, when
you saw George Lucas that time.
Well, I was. This really happened. I was trapped in a revolving door at Barney's
comic book
department store.
Yeah.
No, the comic book one was in San Francisco. I was in a comic book store, and James Earl Jones came in wanting some Star Wars memorabilia because his nephew or one of his
that'd have been Nicole.
Wanted some, and I was rifling through some posters.
Yes,
and I just heard the voice of Darth Vader going, "Excuse me, sir. Do you have any Star Wars memorabilia?"
He was out of breath, so he went,
"You know me."
You know me.
And the guy was just like pissing himself. You go, "What? You don't have?" And he goes, "No, I don't have anything."
Is this a prank show? You would be looking for cameras in that situation.
And he bought, James Earl Jones bought a poster of The Empire Strikes Back.
That's an insane story that I almost don't believe, but I know you've told it to me before.
That happened in the late 90s, and then the other, George Lucas he was in one square of the revolving door, and he had two enormous bodyguards who got into the same square behind him. They should have, because for literally 20 seconds, we were stuck because his bodyguards had wedged into another segment. And so the revolving door couldn't revolve. So I was looking at him through glass. He had mirrored sunglasses on.
Of course he did.
And what are you going to say?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love the Ewoks.
No.
No, nothing.
What are you going to say? Use the Force.
Oh, that's great.
And he's nothing.
Yeah, my love the Ewoks doesn't sound as good when you've got that line.
Love Ewoks is pretty good. That's what I should have said. I love those Ewoks. That's just thumbs up.
When I met Michael Lunig once, that's what I said to him. I love the ducks.
Shit,
Okay, so in this situation though, so you've got the opposite problem where people don't believe your stories. So in this situation, can you come clean, or do you think you just got to go with it?
No, I reckon
neighbours.
She's too far in now, and then everyone's going to be furious if they're now so enthralled to her.
Yeah,
that
they're letting her merge traffic.
Imagine how pissed off they're going to be.
Yeah.
I would be more worried that someone's going to read this Reddit and word's going to get back via that.
Yeah.
But I think I reckon that's a good strategy she's got of saying that she's not talking to our side of the family.
Yeah, we're not talking anymore. Yeah. That's a good way, and just saying vague things that could be true or might not be true.
Generic sort of lines.
Yeah.
She's going
no one
through
knows
a weird,
anything about her.
That's right, and she had that... with Tom Cruise, no one really knows what happened there, so she is sort of someone who doesn't give a lot away.
No. Yeah. Okay, that's a good way forward. I think we absolutely solved that. Yes. And Margot Martingale will see the what is it? What was the signature? It was noodle napkin.
Yeah,
find that. Right. So I got the next one that comes from gorgeous Jason. Jason confesses, I need to confess something that has genuinely put a ripple through my family tree.
Right.
About 4 months ago, my mate Darren convinced me to go on a dating app because he said I still had market value.
Right. So how old do you reckon? Do we know how old?
We don't know. I reckon he's probably in his late 30s. Okay. I'm thinking. Oh yeah. Still had market value, which is a lovely thing to say. Yes. I had a friend that was telling me the other day that they have been back into dating recently.
Yes.
And that she'd be my age. She's 30, 34, and someone said to her, "Oh, you've got to go out with my friend. He stopped drinking." She goes, that's not a great thing for me to hear.
No.
what a great advertisement for him. And also for me.
He stopped drinking.
He stopped drinking.
Do you know him? He's joined the One Nation Party. He's the deputy leader.
He's fine now. So I said I still had market value, which I appreciated at the time. Problem is I don't photograph well. I've got one of those faces where every photo looks like CCTV footage.
Right.
So instead of using real photos, I used pictures of this bloke from Canada named Tyler, who looked like if a beard became a person.
Is that good?
I don't know if that's good. That's more Ewok, isn't it?
Yes.
I know that's technically catfishing, but honestly just wanted women to give my personality a chance before they saw my actual head.
Okay.
Anyway, I matched with this woman named Debbie. Beautiful lady.
Yeah.
Funny,
What
mature.
did she look like? She looked like Raquel Welch in 1966. It was a black and white photo. She was a dinosaur behind her.
Beautiful lady. Funny, mature, loved caravanning and dolphins.
Right.
We really clicked. She kept saying things like, finally a man who listens. And I thought, wow, maybe lying does work.
Yeah, right.
It's a good lesson to take out of this.
Listens on what? Are they speaking on?
They must be talking on an app. They must be messaging each other. But listens is a funny thing to say through text.
Yes, yeah.
We talked every night for weeks. Deep stuff too. Hopes, dreams, her issues with her ex, Gary, who she described as emotionally constipated. I even sent her voice notes. But so they got their phone. They got each other's phone numbers.
So they're hearing the...
Yeah.
So she's looking at a photo of the human beard.
Yeah, she's probably got it printed out.
Yeah,
beautiful Tyler from Canada.
Yeah, God.
But did a slightly deeper voice, sort of like Batman.
Okay. Or Bane, perhaps.
Yeah. Batman or Bane are pretty terrible.
There's a photo of me.
Just doing Bane all the time.
I like dolphins.
There were warning signs I should have picked up earlier. For one thing, she kept mentioning places from my childhood. Then she said her nephew used to wet himself at Luna Park, and I laughed because same. Still didn't click.
Oh, no.
Then one night, she sends me a photo of herself holding a wine, and my body went completely cold. It was Auntie Deb.
Oh, no, this is not. This is the plot of a
This feels like a film,
zany Adam Sandler film.
It's got to be that where he plays all the roles.
Is it?
He plays Auntie Deb as well.
And Al Pacino's just there for some reason. Is this for real?
Well, I don't know. This is what he's saying. Not blood related, thankfully, because she married into the family and wasn't around for very long, but still extremely aunt-shaped.
Okay.
I immediately tried to end the conversation respectfully, but she got emotional and said I was the first man to make her feel beautiful since her separation, which made me feel like absolute roadkill.
Right.
Never heard that as an expression before.
No.
But instead of telling the truth, I panicked and doubled down. I told her Tyler had to leave suddenly because of lumbar issues.
lumber issue, back issues, or issues in a forest?
Yeah, well, maybe issues because had to cut down a few trees. Why lumber? I don't know. Fear was driving the bus. Now it's become a complete disaster because Auntie Deb is thriving. She's lost weight. She bought leather pants. That is thriving, I imagine. I've got my own leather pants on.
That's a sign.
We're both wearing leather pants right now. And arseless chaps.
Yes.
At Easter, she announced to the whole family she's been talking to a rugged Canadian man called Tyler who owns part of a forest. Oh, so he's a lumberjack.
Yeah, okay.
My forest. Every family event now is hell. She keeps showing me messages from myself now saying things like, morning, gorgeous, XX.
Yeah.
While I stand there eating potato bake because feeling physically haunted. Last week, she asked if I got to help her set up a passport because Tyler wants her to come to Vancouver. I can't keep this up much longer. I've had to Google moose facts. I don't know why I had to do that. You don't have to know a lot about moose.
Has Tyler really said that they should meet up?
I don't know.
I would have thought he'd be avoiding.
You would try and avoid it, I think, after a while. Facts that just stay ahead of the lies. Worst part is I think she deserves happiness, which means somehow now I've accidentally become my own aunt's emotional, supportive fake boyfriend. There's no Hallmark movie for this.
No.
There could be with Adam Sandler.
Well,
Adam Sandler and Adam Sandler.
The problem with this story is it's a tragedy.
It's an absolute tragedy.
It's a famous Greek tragedy. It's a fucking tragedy. But it's the sort of story that if this was happening to Charlie on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, it would be hilarious.
Yes.
You could imagine that exact scenario.
Yeah.
But in real life, this is not going to end well.
No, it's not going to end well at all. No. And he keeps going with it like she's not really part of the family anymore, but kind of comes in, comes out.
So what's he asking? He's confessing to it, but is he asking what he should do?
Yeah, what he should do, if he should confess to her or if he should just say that the lumber got too much and he passed away.
It's time for the lumberjack to fake a lumberjack accident.
Yeah, with a moose.
A very large tree or possibly a moose needs to crush him to death as soon as possible and put this, because there's no way out of this.
There's no way out of this, and it's not going to end well for anyone. No, there's no winners here.
No, it's not like pretending that you've been related to Nicole Kidman.
It's not like that at all.
Oh, my God. Well, no, that's a terrible scenario.
Terrible. And I imagine she's also, the aunt is played by Margot Martindale.
Are all the confessions going to be Martindale related?
Yeah, because there's no good way out of this. You can't tell her because she's feeling good about herself. She's feeling confident. Yeah. She's got arseless chaps. She feels really good.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, can this be real? The chances, the coincidence of... But I guess, weirder things do happen. Like if you scroll down the Daily Mail every day looking for things for your podcast, as I guess someone might, hypothetically do, you will discover weirder stories than this every day. So maybe it is true.
Maybe it is.
But it is a wild coincidence.
It's a wild coincidence. So maybe it's time to just,
I
guess poor Tyler has met his maker.
Let's pretend that this guy has made up this story. What is he doing? What forum is that on?
That's on Reddit.
Right. So it feels like the confession should be, I made up this story that I was online dating my own aunt.
Have I got problems?
Have I gone I'm too far in.
I'm too far in. Yeah. Well, the people on Reddit love to comment and everything as well. So they've tried to break him through a series of questions.
Have they really?
Yeah, well, they've tried to just break the story.
And where did it end?
Oh, it ended with him just blocking all the comments. He got mad about it. So he probably did make it up, to be honest.
Wow. Okay.
But let's move on to the next confession. And the only way forward is for Tyler to die. Laura confesses. Gorgeous Laura confesses. I'm sorry. I need to confess because I've secretly created a second woman.
Oh.
About 2 years ago, I was at a work Christmas party and wanted to leave because someone had started playing acoustic guitar.
Okay, I understand.
Great reason to leave.
Yep, sure.
I panicked and said, sorry, I've got to go. My twin sister's having a bit of an episode.
Yeah.
Everyone got extremely understanding, of course. Too understanding. One woman even rubbed my arm. And honestly, it worked beautifully.
Hang on, an episode? Was it?
Just said an episode. I think maybe a mental health thing, maybe.
Right, okay.
So after that, just watching an episode of The Nanny that I really like. I'm going to head off.
The Netflix queue is too long.
That's right, it's too long. So after that, anytime I wanted to leave something early, I'd blame my twin sister.
Right.
Sorry, my twin's locked herself out again. Okay. My twin's gone through a breakup. My twin's having issues with her aura.
She's gone with twin.
I don't even have siblings. The problem is I made her too interesting. Her name is Claire. She's apparently chaotic but lovable.
Yeah.
Works in event styling, vegan adjacent, has a tattoo she regrets near her rib area. I don't know why I added it all, but once you start building a woman, it's hard to stop.
Now, is it identical twin? Does she say?
Well, yeah, I think it is identical. Yeah.
Okay, so if you had to so at least if you, of course, with AI you can fake any photo,
of course. Yeah.
But I'm, thinking of the pre-AI era.
Yeah.
You could at least dress yourself up.
Yes, a little bit differently.
Have a wig on and,
make sure you never show your rib cage.
There could be fun to be had, making photos identical twin. Otherwise, you're just going to have to find other photos online of someone who sort of looks like you.
Yeah, Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
Now, everyone in my life is obsessed with Claire. People ask about her constantly. How's Claire doing?
Yeah, right.
I made up stories about her because I needed to leave brunch before bill splitting started.
Yes.
That's a good way to get out.
Yeah, sure.
At first, I managed it pretty well. I just vaguely say things like, "Oh, Claire," and shake my head sadly. But then my coworker Natalie asked to see a photo of us together.
Yes.
So I panicked and got my friend to Photoshop one.
Okay, right.
It was honestly horrific. I just flipped my own face backwards and put a hat on it.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good.
Wow.
Claire looked like a missing person from a regional news report. But Natalie immediately said, "Wow, the similarities are crazy."
Yeah.
Now I'm trapped maintaining a full visual archive of a fake twin.
Yes.
There are framed photos of us now in my house.
Right.
One of them is literally the same photo twice with different lipstick edited on.
Yeah, right.
My neighbour once pointed at it and said, "I can totally tell which one is Claire." I also had to physically become Claire in certain situations.
Oh, this is interesting.
This is good. Last year, my boss was hosting drinks and said, "You should bring your twin."
Yeah.
So I spent 3 hours transforming myself into Claire using a side part and more aggressive earrings.
Yes.
Don't know why that took 3 hours.
No.
The entire night, people kept saying things like, "Wow, you girls are so different. You're better."
But where was
Don't know if anyone said
she?
you're better.
So what?
Well, she just couldn't arrive,
So
apparently.
Claire's arrived, and
Yeah.
then where's your sister?
Where's your sister? She's in the other room.
And then run
3
out
hours
of the,
passed.
and then you've got to go in.
Taking the earrings out for 3 hours.
Yeah, right.
Meanwhile, I was running between rooms, changing cardigans and altering my posture like a low-budget parent trap.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I mean,
It's a lot of fun.
I think you're really living if you've managed to get your life to the point where you're involved in that kind of wacky
Absolutely.
scenario for real.
You've got to have a lot of time on your hands,
But
really.
you know it's going to end badly.
Oh, it's going to end so badly.
Yeah.
It's getting harder because Claire's developed her own relationships with people. One of my friends said recently, "I think I get along better with Claire."
Yes.
Which hurt deeply because I am Claire. I don't know if she wrote that like that was going to be a shock at this point in the story. Worst part is I've accidentally made her cooler than me. Right. Claire's spontaneous. Claire's emotionally available. Claire apparently once kissed a magician in Thailand. Wow. What a great story that would be. That's the start and the end of the story.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I work in payroll and cried because Woolworths moved the pasta aisle.
Okay, so now... Again, I'm going to ask again, do you think this is real?
I'm not sure. I like to think this one is real because there's a lot of detail in this one that I quite like.
Yeah.
But
how has she got... Okay, so you've used the Claire lie once, but how many times do you have to use it before people are interested in Claire? Because when I hear someone's going, "How's Claire doing?" I'm hearing it like this. "How's Claire doing?"
Yes, I imagine it's like that as well. And
They're
then
suspicious.
When she says, "Well, she's got a new tattoo on her ribcage."
Oh, has she? I bet she has.
Yeah. Last week, a man I've been dating asked if he could finally meet Claire because all my workmates keep talking about her.
All right.
I laughed so hard I inhaled Prosecco. That's pretty hard to laugh. Sure. I generally don't know how this ends. I'm considering killing Claire off. Don't do that. But honestly, that feels extreme just because I hate networking events. Also, she's meant to be maid of honour at a mutual friend's wedding next February.
Now, surely several people have met Claire.
Several people have
One person wants to date Claire. But no one has seen Claire and this person
in the same
room.
No.
So do you reckon it's a conspiracy of everyone knows what's going on and let's just...
I think so. And I think that's very funny.
You know what I'm thinking of?
Margot Martingale, I agree.
I'm thinking of the movie Amazon Women on the Moon,
I haven't seen that. Okay.
It's an anthology comedy film where Ed Begley Jr., a friend of yours.
Oh, I love Ed. Yeah, I just call him Ed.
He's been on this podcast.
He has.
It's a parody of an Invisible Man movie from the 1930s where he's covered in bandages and he goes, have a look, my experiment succeeded. And he takes the bandages off and he's completely visible, but he's now completely naked. And he goes, now let's go and have some fun. He goes downstairs. He's at a sort of tavern and he goes into the tavern and just wanders in completely nude and then lifts up a glass and goes, someone's glass, and goes, woo! And everyone goes, oh, look, the Invisible Man's back again. So everyone in the pub is just going along with the idea.
That's fantastic.
And so he thinks that he is invisible.
Yeah.
This feels like that.
It does feel like that, absolutely. That she's like, oh, Claire's coming in, and everyone's watching her through like another window in the house getting changed and putting on a different cardigan.
That's right. So I think everyone knows.
I think everyone knows as well.
And I love how it's have all the scenarios been potentially solved through a fictional death? So she has to kill off Claire.
You have to kill off Claire,
That's
finally.
Gotta be, imagine that, because you'd then have to have a funeral because now people know her.
Oh, people love Claire.
It's going to be expensive.
It's going to be so expensive. And the maid of honour thing as well, that's a hard thing you can't...
I think it's kind of a fun thing.
It's fun
the
for
idea
a bit.
of being involved in the...
Yeah.
Remember in Superman, the terrible Superman 4, The Quest for Peace?
Yes.
Where Clark has to do a bit of French fast gear where he has to go. He has to be Superman. Then
great Clark Kent.
He has to knock on the door as Clark, and then he has to run around and be Superman again.
It's basically an episode of Frasier.
Yeah.
That's what always happened. Frasier always did that. He'd be on 2 dates at once and he'd be running from one place to the other. It's kind of like that kind of vibe.
I think,
sitcom.
Unlike the previous two scenarios, when the truth comes out, it'll be less painful because I think everyone will go, well, we knew all along. So they'll feel a bit sorry for this person.
Yeah. How you always would just walk into the other room and then your sister would appear, but you'd be talking a little bit. Oh, Claire, are you coming out? Yeah. Where are you? You know, that sort of stuff.
And all of the victims, the people, I think will be so impressed by the amount of work she went to that she'll get a free pass. I think
Absolutely.
I think this will end happily.
Yeah. It's fun to reveal that at a party.
Yeah.
I was Claire all along. Go, we know.
That's right.
Would you like some more of this before I do the last one?
Oh, certainly.
But how funny is that, the Claire? It's so ridiculous. Because I've had a year off doing this podcast. It's been great because there's so many confessions now.
Oh, right. So you've got a backlog.
They've actually come back, which has actually been great because it's like, I was at one point kind of running out of.
Yeah, I know the feeling. We do a segment which started as a joke called Pod Farts. And it was simply because I was listening to a podcast. When you got headphones on, you can hear everything.
Yes.
And someone clearly dropped a fart.
Yeah.
And so we did a segment called Pod Farts where we're going to play segments where someone farted during their own podcast. And
what one did you start with? I remember listening to...
It was a fantastic podcast called The Giddy Carousel of Pop, which is a podcast out of England where they take an issue of Smash Hits magazine from the 80s and with a guest they go through it one page at a time. Right. It's a great show.
Yeah.
But we thought this will just be a one-off stupid idea.
Yeah.
And then we were just inundated. There are so many people farting during their podcast. But I don't think people even realise they're doing it a lot of the time.
No.
Maybe it's because they've got headphones. Like if you've got headphones on,
you can really hear it.
And you think maybe that's happened off mic. But it is now at the point where... We're getting sent the same ones over and over.
Yeah. I mostly get people writing in saying, Diggs really had fun on this week's episode because he's dancing on the floorboards or something. Yes. We have the final confession today that comes from gorgeous Rupert.
Yeah.
Rupert confesses, my name is Rupert and I need to confess because I've accidentally become a respected figure in the local chess community despite not fully understanding horses.
Right, okay.
This all started because of a woman named Elise. I met her at a wine bar and she had one of those intimidatingly elegant energies where she said things like, I love stillness and owns rings that look historical.
Okay. Specific?
From Mordor.
Yeah.
We were flirting a bit and she asked what I do for fun. Now, the truthful answer was mainly Uber Eats and lying down.
Yeah. The answer I gave was, I like remaining very still while wearing this magnificent item of jewellery.
But then I noticed a little chess piece necklace she was wearing, and before my brain could stop itself, I heard myself say, I play competitively.
Oh, no.
Competitively what, Rupert? I don't even know how all the pieces move. I thought castling was something rich people did in Europe.
Okay.
But Elise's face completely lit up. She said she had been looking for someone intellectual after dating emotionally loud gym men. I panicked and doubled down immediately. I told her I love the psychological side of chess. This is what people write in about Dick dancing on the floorboards.
There's a dog doing a tap dance. If you're just listening audio only, that's what's happening. It's
honestly lovely, which is technically true because psychologically it's ruining me. Then she invited me to a local chess club. Now, what do you do, Tony, in a situation like that?
No,
you go, I'm not coming. I'm going to lie down and do some more Uber Eats.
You leave the country immediately.
Absolutely.
This is
Kill him off. Kill yourself off.
Unlike the previous lies, this one is surely going to be exposed almost instantaneously.
Terrible when you keep losing to children.
Yeah, exactly.
I could have come clean.
It'd be one thing to not be very good at chess, but this guy doesn't understand the first thing about it.
He goes, what's a horse again? Which one's that one? The one that looks like a horse. I could have come clean there and then. Instead, I spent 4 hours on YouTube learning openings like some kind of divorced wizard.
Okay.
I became obsessed overnight, not with chess, with surviving. The first night of the club was horrifying. Silent room, old men everywhere, clocks ticking, smell of tea.
Yeah.
I lost my first game in under 4 minutes to a 12-year-old named Marcus who kept sighing at me like I was wasting his gifted childhood.
Right.
But here's when it took a dark turn. One of the older players pulled me aside afterwards and said, interesting style, very unpredictable.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So he's like Peter Sellers in Being There.
Yes, yeah.
People think, he's like a genius.
Maybe he's a genius.
Yeah, right.
Unpredictable because I don't know what I'm doing. I moved to Bishop like it was under emotional stress.
Okay.
Anyway, somehow people started thinking I was this weird, unconventional player that didn't play like with the rules because I don't know the rules.
Yeah, see, that would be great if he won occasionally.
Yeah,
but I'm assuming he's like
never won.
It's losing in under 4 minutes. Wow, what a strategy!
To a kid called Marcus.
He's playing a long game.
Now I'm 6 weeks deep in the tournament, and things have escalated.
How's he got that far in if he's just losing?
Well, I somehow made it to the semi-finals.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how. I think people are overthinking me.
Right. And where's the date?
Well, the date doesn't seem to have been in here at the moment. So the local paper has even gotten involved. There's an article online calling me the silent assassin.
Really? Okay. Surely he would have to occasionally win.
Yeah, you would think so.
Like an assassin who has not yet killed a single person successfully.
But recently, Elise kissed me on the cheek and whispered, you see the board differently.
Okay.
I absolutely do not. Half the time, I forget the castle can move sideways. What do I do, Rupert?
Well, again, I'm going to have to assume that this is a true story.
Yes,
it sounds kind of like bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely.
But let's assume it's true. It sounds like he's. Can you watch? Because there's YouTube clips for everything.
Yeah, I'm sure there's chess.
So for 4 hours, do you reckon do you know chess?
Not really.
Do you reckon 4 hours on YouTube watching videos, you get at least the basic rules down?
I think if you could watch stuff like good opening moves and stuff like that, because I think it's all about the early,
faking your way.
Like Marcus, he lost under 4 minutes with.
Yeah.
But maybe if you know the good openings, then you can.
Yeah.
I think there's an opening in chess where you usually win if you start with that.
Okay.
But I don't know because the white usually starts, doesn't it, in chess? So I guess it just
I don't know anything about
something
chess.
like that.
I know I watched the Queen's Gambit.
Yep.
Never understood what was going on at any point. The one with Samuel L. Jackson's, the old
Sex on a Plane.
That one.
That one. Yeah.
But I would like to think that this guy has lied his way into something that he might eventually master.
Yeah, that could be really good.
Again, in the Netflix version of this, it would start with a lie and then he would become whatever fucking Timothy Chalamet with the ping pong.
Yeah, he'd be really good. Yeah.
Yeah, so but
if you're getting in the paper, you probably don't need to tell Elise.
No, but also Elise is wants an intellectual.
Yeah.
But is being good at chess or even weird at chess enough to make you seem like an intellectual?
Well, yeah, I guess you don't seem so much like an intellectual if you're not playing by the regular rules and you're a bit of like a rogue assassin in the world of chess.
Like, shouldn't he... have oh, look, I've just finished reading this The Brothers Karamazov, and I'm about to go to this Ingmar Bergman festival.
I just read Spot the Dog. Slam that down on the table.
That's right.
Yep.
I just don't know that this I mean, I think surely a lot more work. If the goal is to impress Elise with your intellectualism, chess is surely only one of many dishes on the table.
Yeah, absolutely. And Elise will be played by Margot Martindale. You're absolutely correct. But there's no. I don't think there's any way. I think you're looking. I think you're kind of barking up the wrong tree, to use a chess term.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like you're barking up the wrong tree to go for someone that is only interested in you because you play chess.
In a strange way.
No, that's not great. And now you're fighting kids like Marcus.
Yeah.
And you're getting really upset about it, and people are pulling you aside and go, unpredictable.
Yeah, he's got to put a lot of effort into this chess thing, and that's not going to be enough to...
It's not going to work.
It's not going to be a long-term...
No. Not a long-term solution. You just need to say, I sunk my battleship, like another chess term,
but
and get out of it.
He's now in the paper, so he's now like a chess celebrity. So he's kind of got to keep going with that.
Yeah.
I just don't know whether it's going to be helpful with the relationship in the long term, even if he is successful.
Yeah. He needs to have one of those ladders on a bookshelf.
Yeah.
And you look really smart. You just do that. Don't worry about the chess so much.
I'd love to have a ladder with wheels on it in my house.
I've got my tiny bookshelf there. Do you think I should put a ladder on it?
Just a little ladder.
A really small
a Peter
ladder.
Dinklage size ladder.
The Dinks can just kind of stand on and look at occasionally.
There's quite a good selection of books on your
I've got
shelf.
Ray Martin's book.
Yeah. Is that Ray? Is that what Ray is?
Yeah,
I thought it was Ray Charles.
No, it's Ray Martin. It's Ray Martin.
Oh, these are all people who've been on the podcast.
Yeah. There's a lot. Well, Ray Martin hasn't yet, but I have contacted Ray Martin.
He'll do it.
He'll do it for sure. Yeah. I think he's a bit of fun. Now, at the end of that, we've had 4 wonderful confessions from 4 beautiful people.
Yes.
If you had to cast one of these as a major motion picture, which one springs out the most? So, of course, you had Rupert at the end, who pretended to be a chess champion to impress Elise. Yeah. You've got Laura, who, of course, pretended to have a twin called Claire. Yes. You've got Jason, who about 4 months ago convinced... He went on a dating app, and he got his aunt to fall in love with him. Yeah. And you've got Meredith, who, of course, is very recognisable on her street now.
Yeah.
For being Nicole Kidman's relative.
I think the Nicole Kidman's relative, that feels like a sort of what they used to call a quirky Australian comedy where Toni Collette would be doing something like that. But it's not very cinematic. The one with the aunt is just disturbing, I think, in the end, because you're playing with the emotions of the aunt. The one with the twin is the most cinematic.
I think so,
It does feel like maybe it's been done, although I can't immediately think of an example of it. But I'm assuming there has been one of those.
Parent Trap, I think.
Is that what that is? I don't think I've ever seen Parent Trap.
Yeah, where the 2 girls swap lines.
Oh, swap. There's a lot of swapping.
A little bit different.
There's one person pretending to be 2.
Yeah.
I always remember the episode of Batman where Batman and Bruce Wayne had to be somewhere. So Alfred put on the Batman.
Alfred did?
Yeah, and he was like...
And hunched over.
And I remember Commissioner Gordon says to Robin... I think Batman hasn't been eating his greens. Like, even as a 9-year-old, it was ludicrous.
Yeah.
But and then the last one, the chess one, and chess. They had a good crack at it with the Queen's Gambit.
Yes.
It's not particularly cinematic.
Not in right now.
So I think the twins one is the most potential.
Well, who would you get to play the main character? Because she needs to be someone that could easily put on some earrings and a side part.
You need
and look exactly the same. So it could be anyone, really.
It's sort of someone who would be in a wacky comedy, like if it's an American film, like Anna Faris or someone. Some kind
Anna
of
Faris.
Is that how you say that?
I think so.
Some sort of farcieur.
Yeah, let's get Anna Faris, because Anna Faris could do that quite well. And who do you think would be so I guess in this, Anna Faris's boyfriend?
Oh, who would that be?
That could be like a Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, is he too old?
Maybe
I'm not sure. I'm thinking Anna Faris is now probably 15 years ago. Really,
yeah. Okay, so maybe we could.
I feel like there's younger people from now that I'm not thinking of.
Let's get the boyfriend in Devil Wears Prada.
Okay.
He was also in
not Patrick
Entourage.
Bramble.
No, he's in Entourage.
Oh, the Adrian Grenier.
Yeah.
I thought you meant The Devil Wears Prada too.
No,
the boyfriend
Patrick Bramble.
is Patrick Bramble, who I worked with on Upper Middle Bogan.
Insane. Let's get Patrick Bramwell. Let's get an Australian in there. So you got Anna Faris, Patrick Bramwell,
yes,
and who is Margot Martindale playing? Was she one of the co-workers?
Yeah, is she the woman who runs the firm?
Oh, that's
if
good.
it was Devil Wears Prada, she's the Meryl Streep character.
The Meryl Streep.
Someone who has to, because obviously the stakes have to be that the woman's job is now under threat. So the boss has to be a tough
and
boss.
Margot's a bit suspicious of it. I like that. And so, what would you call it? Would it be something about Twin Peaks? Like that's something you don't. Is that taken? Do something like that.
What are the other me or something?
Oh,
I'm sure there's ones like that. I feel like there's been a film. Double Trouble.
Claire Danes or something like that. That's good because Claire Danes could be involved.
Yeah,
it
it would be too intense if Claire Danes played this role.
It would be so intense.
Did you see that one recently where she was an author?
The author that had The Killer Next Door, The Beast in Me, it was called.
And she's a good actress.
She's great, but it was too much.
She's very intense. Yeah.
Also because she was not nice at all.
No.
Like she wasn't like a nice person when she met the neighbour. She was like, I can't deal with this. And it was like saying hello.
But he was so horrible.
He was awful.
By comparison.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. The Beast in Me. Yeah. We could have Taron Egerton in it somewhere.
Yeah,
just dancing.
Do a song.
You could do a song. Just a quick song.
Who else? A cameo.
We could have a few cameos in there. Paul Giamatti, I always like him.
Oh, I love Paul Giamatti.
Danny DeVito, he could pop up.
Yeah.
Love Danny DeVito just popping up.
Danny DeVito has obviously, I've mentioned already, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. To me, I don't think there's ever been anything funnier on television than when a nude and oiled up Danny DeVito emerged from a vinyl couch in the Christmas episode of Sunny.
I find Danny DeVito ridiculously funny. I find him ridiculously funny.
He's like, is he in his 80s now?
Yeah, he would be.
And he's still incredibly good.
He's so good.
At acting.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the episode? I think it might be the most recent episode of Sunny.
Right.
It's like, if they don't know, like 17 series, where he was on The Golden Bachelor.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
And he acts it so well because he has to be as revolting as you could imagine.
Yeah.
Referring to whores. Bring out the whores. Yeah. But he also falls in love with Carol Kane.
Oh, my God.
And he manages to play both sides of that street. And you're going, wow, that's subtle acting for a man in his 80s.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what he did. Where he played both sides of that street were when he was in the film Matilda and he was the narrator and the dad.
And did he not direct that film?
I think he did, yeah. That's why he cast himself in all the roles. Save some money, Adam Sandler style.
Yeah, and you think about he was in Taxi in the early 80s.
I was,
classic sitcom.
Yeah.
He's now in Sunny. In the 2020s, classic sitcom. Has there ever been anyone who's had that long a run in good shows?
No, I don't think so.
I think Danny DeVito is someone we take too much for granted.
Yeah, I think the same with Ted Danson sometimes.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
we're
he's
taking it for granted.
good too.
Now, Tony Martin.
Yes.
Where do people find you and every wonderful thing that you do? What's going on with you? What's coming up?
You just Google Sizzletown or Arseless Chaps and you'll get either of those projects. I'm on the burning remains of Twitter.
Oh, you're still on there?
Yeah. Well, I don't really... I'm mostly on Blue Sky. I'm on Blue Sky, but I'm just really on Twitter to plug things. I should really be off there because it's mostly Nazis now. The problem is that when people talk about Twitter, they just think it's all politics. There's a whole world of film buffery that goes on there. But obviously it's run by a Nazi, so it's a,
be careful out there, everyone.
Yeah, I should.
And you're wearing a shirt of a comedy gala.
I'm wearing a shirt for the Wagga Comedy Gala, which was run by Dane Simpson.
Great Dane Simpson.
Who is... He is Mr. Comedy at Wagga.
He's fantastic.
He's a beloved figure. And he had this amazing gala. It was just one night. He had 10.
Will Anderson, Silipa Kuala,
I was the least known person on the. No, seriously, like Reese Nicholson, Bob Franklin was on there.
Right.
Celia. It was an incredible night, and so Wagga to me is people think of Edinburgh, Montreal, Melbourne. Wagga is the fourth great comedy festival, I think.
Absolutely. Yes. And they're also looking for a new director, I believe.
That's right.
Dane, you're out.
Yeah.
Tony Martin, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast.
Thanks, Sam, and thanks, Diggs.
Good night, Australia. For dancing.
Lovely.